when I was young, I literally thought that there was none better. And I still, in many ways, think that this gentleman reigns supreme. The Swedish fury that is Yngwie J. Malmsteen. Which I have to fucking yell. Because it's like, Yngwie, Yngwie, Yngwie. And then he just appears with his big mutton chops like Martin Van Buren, and he shows up in his fucking 86 Ferrari Testarossa, and he comes out, he's got all his gold rings on top of gold rings with gold chains, and he's just like, oh yeah, you got the guitar, it's a piece of furniture. Oh, you can't do the arpeggios, you're not in hell, it's fine. Where are your donuts? Oh, I don't eat those. And then he just in a cloud, and then it just shows up as a giant Mustang, like the Ferrari logo, and of smoke, and it's gone. And then all there is just a Rolex on the ground. That's Yngwie Malmsteen, guys. Did I summarize that well? This was the evolution for me, okay? It started off with Randy Rhoads before Van Halen for me. I was like, Randy Rhoads, Suicide Solution solo, tribute record. That was the bee's knees. And then there was Eruption on Van Halen 1, and I have goosebumps just talking about it. I know I say I get goosebumps, but I give myself goosebumps thinking about what blew my mind. There's this album, and it's just this dude with fucking hair standing on it. It's brown shit background, and it's like Yngwie Malmsteen, like a collection or something. And it starts off with Black Star and Far Beyond the Sun. Oh. MG. Okay, this Van Halen guy's pretty fucking crazy. And this Randy Rhoads dude does his solo, but this guy solos through the whole song, and it is the song. And everything he's doing sounds like it's the Olympics. I'll say the lie tonight! But off over here in Sweden was Yngwie Malmsteen, sitting at home with his 56 Strat going, I think that I should just scallop these frets because I cannot go as fast as I want to. And what they used to do in the 17th century, like Bach. Because I am Yngwie and I love Bach. Malmsteen's like, I don't care, 21 frets is fine. I just want them scalloped. I don't know how valuable it is, but I can tell you there's a dude online, and hi dude online, because you know who you are, who has like 56 fucking Yngwies, and he doesn't have this one because the guy who got this one was asking an absurd amount of money for it because it was rare. And upon doing some research, it's like a 1990 or 91 Japanese Yngwie, which normally I would poo-poo on, but I've learned that many Japanese guitars are superior to their American counterparts, or at least equal. I didn't like seafoam growing up. I thought that this was a silly color. But now, I look at it and I go, a man plays a seafoam guitar, but it's not seafoam. It's faded sonic blue. And I know that because if you take off the neck, there's a little bit of blue. So I have questions. Because first off, if this was blue and it's now this color yellow, talk about, again, somebody sitting there with like their American spirits rolling cigarette after cigarette after cigarette. Because like you could see a little bit right here, like this blue. But was it meant to fade? Did it come as a slightly different thing? Because you can get Yngwie Malmsteen Strats in sonic blue, and they're blue! And you get them in seafoam. But this 1 year, because the guy with 5,614 of these doesn't have this color. Faded sonic blue. I saw one other one and it was kind of bluish but greenish like this, but not sonic blue and not seafoam. This is so old that Yngwie, who has the YJM DiMarzios, these aren't even DiMarzios yet. Because he didn't even have his own pickups yet. It did have his signature, and it does have the oversized headstock. The bummer is that the tuners were changed, but at least they were changed to Spurzel locking tuners, so that's cool. One of the things about some of these early ones is that they were lightly scalloped. So this is lightly scalloped, and a lot of people complain that the scallop didn't go to the edge, and it doesn't. But I don't really give a fuck about scalloping. And I love the big headstock, because when I think Yngwie, I think, like, I would expect the headstock to be even bigger, because that would be an Yngwie thing. And actually, I want to explain to you what Yngwie's like. Let me start by saying that he's one of the sickest guitarists on the planet, okay? Literally ridiculously sick. I'm never going to take away from him that he started a neoclassical thing, and it's a thing. All those other crazy people from outer space that play like that, like, they would not be here without Yngwie Malmsteen. But this summarizes Yngwie's larger-than-life persona for me in a set list. Because this is the set list of Generation X. We have Tosin Abasi, we have Nuno Bettencourt, we have Zakk Wylde, Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen. Well, let's read the set list. Tosin Abasi comes on. 3 songs. Cool, he's the new guy. Okay, cool. Nuno plays 3 songs. Nuno is like my goat. I love him. Boston Azores crazy man that just with the feathers. 3 songs. Okay, whatever. He doesn't play instrumental music. He makes like 3 instrumental songs. It's awesome. It works. It's Nuno. Father Zakk! And you know that he definitely went up to the set list guys like, it has to be Father Nuno with Father Zakk. Tosin's not Father Tosin yet. So like, I don't know if he's like baby Tosin. Zakk Wylde, 3 songs. Steve Vai, the guy throwing on the show. 3 songs. Yngwie Malmsteen, who goes on after Steve Vai because Steve Vai is a humble dude. He's like, whatever. Yngwie wants to go on last. Let him go on last. I don't care. Everyone gets 3 songs? Sure. First song, Big E. Song 2 is Top Down, Foot Down, dash. No rest for the wicked. Dash Big E. Dash throw guitar. Dash drum beat. Because that's like 16 things. So we'll just call that 3. So we're like at 4 songs. Valhalla, Baroque and Roll, Masquerade End. It's like 6.5 songs. 1,000 cuts / arpeggios from hell. Bandolier double beat 9. Paganini's 4th / Adagio 10/11. Far Beyond the Sun, which is like a 14-minute song live. Call it 13 because that's at least 2 songs. Trilogy, Fugue, Short, Echo, Acoustic. That's a song. Black Star with Father Steve. 18 songs. Zakk Wylde, Into the Void, War Pigs, Still Got the Blue. And granted, he walks about. It says it. Like he goes into the fucking crowd and literally like if you try to take a piss, he will see you from the stage and he will stop you with his guitar and his barbarianism and he will stand on your fucking seat. 3 songs. Steve Vai, and I gotta say, like his songs are 7 to 8 minutes long, so that's 25 minutes. That's 17 fucking songs. Are you serious? We got a 4-hour show! No, you get 15 minutes. Tosin, 10 plus 5, including the sound check. Zakk, 40 for Into the Void. Steve, 28 minutes. Yngwie, 2.5 hours. And then they all come on stage and play 2 more songs with Yngwie. In this case, it was Bohemian Rhapsody, not Breakenstein. You go to meet them, because I had the pass! And man, Tosin Abasi, nowhere to be found. He's like, I don't want to be around any of this. Nuno's walking around, and I was at the Boston area show, and if you've ever met Nuno, his family, and Gary Cherone and his family, there's like a lot of Cherones and Bettencourts. Is that Nuno? And literally, I'm talking to Steve Vai, not that interested in me, but he's like, I'll indulge you. And then I hear, hey Steve, you got any more beer? And it's fucking Bettencourt, fucking hijacking my moment with Vai, because he wants more fucking beer for Bettencourt number 39. I'm like, no. And I take the best picture with him ever. You're not even like at the camera. You're like at Vai asking for beer. And then you meet Zakk, who's walking around with the fuzzy fucking hat with the Viking things, but it's fuzzy. Totally ridiculous. Jacked. Super nice guy. And I said, do you recognize me? Like you walked out in front of me as I was gonna go take a piss during Into the Void. He was like apologetic. I'm like, how do you play pentatonic scales for so long, so consistently? And he just looks at me deadpan and he goes, Betty, you gotta go like this till you can't feel your fucking hand. Then you switch to this hand. And you go like that till you can't feel that hand. And you do it again. Paraphrasing. And then he gave me a hug. Pre-COVID. Thanks, Zakk. Yngwie was in a broom closet. The Chevalier Theater is like a high school. And like everyone's hanging out and he's like in literally a 6x6 closet. And he has his gopher going outside, gets him a sandwich, and puts the sandwich by the door and you just see like a hand grab it. I'm gonna get a picture with Yngwie. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, where are you gonna fucking go, Yngwie? You're in a broom closet. So he waits. I wait. He comes out and I go, hey, Yngwie. And the first thing he goes, no. Very similar to Dave Mustaine when he first met me. A very similar theory that I feel like only lead singers that are guitar players can understand. Is he a lead singer? Is that what we call him now? I put this in his face and he signed it, like not even looking at me. Can I get a picture? No way! Where are you gonna fucking go? He goes back inside. I can fucking wait. He comes out again and he's got his Ferrari luggage and he thinks he's gonna pass me. Can I get a picture? Oh, you need to have your camera. I'm like, I do, look! Yngwie like, just amazed that I out-Yngwied the Malmsteen. And then he walks outside, he doesn't make any eye contact. And there are people waiting all night. Like everyone else is giving autographs, hung out with people, how are you, high five, you're the greatest, awesome. Yngwie's like, do not look, do not pass go, do not collect $200. There's the door, there's the bus, and the bus is like 30 feet away. And you see people with like Yngwie Malmsteen trilogy and all that, like the records and all that. They're like, Yngwie! He doesn't look, just takes his luggage, leaves his luggage at the door, walks on the bus, smoke billows out, and then his GoPro comes, and in a giant cloud of carbon monoxide, he was gone. But he's always in here, because I love him far beyond the sun, more than words. Because he's Yngwie fucking Malmsteen. And the t-shirt will tell you so.
Why don't you smash that subscribe button already?